Hey all, Binks here, and today we're making Thanos fun again. The deck is Thanos Did Nothing Wrong. The goal of the deck is to utilize the stones and really powerful abilities of those stones mixed with a Lockjaw ongoing Spectrum style deck to just have a really great time. I think that Thanos has gotten a lot of negative attention because it was really overpowered. A lot of people run things like Leech in their Thanos decks and a lot of things that make you feel like you can't play the game. But I think that Thanos at its core is just a very fun deck to pilot. You have a lot of decisions, you're able to draw cards, and I wanted to provide a deck that doesn't run Leech and doesn't run any of these, really annoying cards to make you feel good and have a lot of fun while you're playing Thanos. Let's talk about some of the choices. We have Ant-Man, just a absolute star, 1 power ongoing card and 1 energy, one of the very few 1 energy ongoings. We use Goose in this deck. I've really starting to come around to Goose. Goose can be a little bit tough. You have to be smart about where you're playing with this deck because we do have a lot of big 4 and 5 drop cards. But usually we just want to Goose one lane, have one lane where we Lockjaw, and then play our big cards in the other. So Goose had a really cool home here. Mojo's great. We're flooding the board like crazy and can come out and give us a huge power swing if our opponent tries to contest us on one of these big lanes. Lockjaw, just a star of any Thanos deck. You want to put your stones through it to draw more cards and pull out your big cards from the deck. Whenever you're playing Lockjaw and you have Mind Stone, make sure to play that first to pull stones out of the deck to get you some better pulls from your Lockjaw. Mooster, fantastic in here, just a fantastic 3-drop ongoing, really good to play in the middle and get some priority early. We have Khazar with all our different 1-drop stones. Khazar, usually we have 3-4 1-drops out in the field, so you're usually getting about 4-8 of value worth of Khazar. Really great. Iron Man, just an awesome ongoing card to get pulled out of the deck. It was a really big star. I think Iron Man's a little bit underrated. Trying to beat these Shuri decks with these huge power swings, something like Iron Man is really something that's going to be your friend. We have Blue Marvel. Again, we're trying to flood the board like crazy. Works out great. Devil Dinosaur. So there's a lot of tricks that you can have to fill your hand as much as possible with Devil Dinosaur, especially at the end with the stones. Ends up being just a really powerful drop. Professor X, so you'll see some good and some bad from Professor X in the following video. He definitely was a little bit clunky sometimes, but just a super good card. I think he's a lot of fun to play even if you don't have Daredevil, just to sometimes YOLO him out. Sometimes he pops out a Lockjaw and just locks down a lane super early that you end up winning. A really fun card to play with. We have Spectrum that is going to hit both the Power Stone and Soul Stone and all of our various ongoing cards. Really big surprise play towards the end. Not many people are running Spectrum anymore in these Thanos decks, so can get a nice surprise victories and some big 8 and 4 key wins. And then Thanos himself with his variety of stones. Don't feel bad playing Thanos right now. Even if you want to play Leech, I'm always a big proponent of playing any deck that you want, that you enjoy playing, but also don't be afraid to not just play the super high level, exactly what you're supposed to play version of Thanos. Have some fun with it, throw in some cards, because Thanos is a really fun deck to play. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Please check down below a bunch of you are unsubscribed. You can subscribe for daily Marvel Snap content and catch you live at twitch.tv/binks_plays. Enjoy. Nice avatar, thanks. It's a moose. Yeah, I love Octopus. This is okay. Doesn't feel great. Yeah, finally played some Thanos. I haven't played Thanos in a very long time. Funky. Monkey. I think we move anything. Add our Khazar. You shouldn't have any way to get right, I don't think. We might just be playing Professor X mid here. Risky though, man. Oh, might be running Chavez though, and don't care about the Vibranium Mines. X left? Thanks, Peter. Why do you think it's X left? You want the extra space? I could just play like Spectrum next turn though. I get middle. Darkhawk middle incoming. It's fine. It's actually quite good. Hey chat. Oh, we're so worried. Oh, we're so worried, chat. Look who was right in the end, like he always is. GG's. Galactus is like Heimdall, you literally can't not play it. I mean that is very true though. There's Central Park, the Galactus player loses. Can you start losing unless you play Thanos on the board? Same logic applies to this deck, I think. Spoken by a non-Galactus player, clearly you concede if you don't have Galactus Sphinx, come on. Is that good? That's pretty good. Lucy. Roar! The Darkhawk, very spooky. Right seems easier to win than left. Hopefully you get more card draw. Stop putting rocks in my deck, please. This is incredibly rude of you. And actually illegal in many states. I have to play Spectrum right next turn. There's no way they get something that's more than 10 power. Okay, good. I'm Iron Man, by the way. We could double dinosaur. That leaves us potentially open to a Sean. Like Sean and something. So I think we just Spectrum to victory. I think opponent can add 18 extra power. They also can't. No shot. They went for this. They went for Sean, right? Yeah. So this is why we didn't do the the Devil Dinosaur. So the Devil Dinosaur is really tempting there, right? Devil Dinosaur is super tempting because it's more power. But you have to know your opponent's only out there is Sean, and they're probably gonna just try and snipe with the Sean. Opponent played really well to beat that, right? They added a bunch of power, but we have to know our opponent's outs and play to them, not just play the biggest power. It's very important. Yeah, same exact thing. Someone just said in chat, is Thanos bigger sets? Right, it is. But you have to be smart about what your opponent's outs can be. Very important in this game. We just need to get rid of the social stigma that you can't talk about how you feel. 100%, dude. 100%. Being okay at like being so I'm an Irish guy. My dad is very like my dad's actually gotten a lot better about like wearing his emotions. My dad was a very shut down, like would never talk about any of his emotions or anything like that kind of guy. Professor X left and try and just get a cheeky win there. See what else we can do. And I was a very similar way all through like high school, through most of college. But ever since I like allowed myself to be like open and have oh Jesus Christ, this is actually really scary. Oh, so clutch. What a clutch Professor X, baby. Yo. Get wrecked. Destroyed. All right, this one, people will be really confused if they're watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, think about going to therapy and be okay with your emotions, and it'll make you a better person and you'll feel a lot better. And I believe in you, and I think that you can get better if you try. That'll be a funny one to have in the YouTube video. Logic and reasoning, who would dare do such things? Yeah, a lot of, yeah, on both sides, a lot of people are quick to jump down people's throats, and it's because people are really charged about a lot of these issues, and it's very understandable that that people are very quick to jump down people's throats. But I personally think that tends to be less productive. But I'm also someone who's not personally affected by it. You know, I'm not personally affected by many of these things, so I guess I have less to lose. So it's much easier for me to be it's much easier for me to oh, because of cloak. I was wondering why I could move my stuff there for a second. I don't even know what this gives me, but I've never filled the sacred timeline before. Kind of seems fun. Kind of seems like a little adventure. Harder for them to take left with Goose. Yeah, interesting. I think that Dino is definitely something I thought of a lot. Okay. Where do we think they're going to go, chat? Because wherever we think they're going to go, we have to go Soul Stone, Reality Stone on top of it, because they could play Galactus right now. We have to go Soul Stone, Reality Stone on top of it, and then play Professor X. You think they'll go left because the Reality Stone's already there? Or they'll go mid because they want to keep Titan? I think they'll go left as well. They leeching me? So now they're going to go mid because they know that if I do that, then their Galactus wouldn't have worked. So now we have to go mid. Now they'll always... They actually went left! Oh my god, dude. Wait, is that actual? Is this a real thing? So ridiculous for them to go left. Oh, they're going to Doc Ock. Wait, no, now they can't Galactus. Wait, chat, we're geniuses. Never mind, chat. Now we're absolute geniuses. Ah, you absolute fool! All according to plan. All according to plan, chat. All according to plan. Ah! Jeez. Pixel Magento. I have Pixel Magento. I don't think it's sick. I think that's misguided thing to say personally. How is that gross? They just change the B for a M, and that's probably what it's meant to say. I love teddy bears, that's all. Oh, opponent snap back. Pod. Can't just reality stone it, so we can always take the nuclear option if we need to. But if we're gonna reality stone, we have to do it this turn. Ninja Style, thanks so much for the $2 tip. Any thoughts on the WWE UFC merger? No, I mean, it's whatever. I really watch WWE. I'm watching the UFC fights. I think we banned and left. We don't really have much choice. I don't think that they can get right. But we get a reality stone into like Iron Man. Can't imagine they can get something right. Potentially they can Squirrel Girl? Squirrel Girl's a bit scary. It gets into 3. We were really hoping to get a Blue Marvel here. They Squirrel Girl, we're going to like 14 here. I think we win total power game. Squirrel plus more. Yeah, but like how much more can they do? They're only up 2 in total power right now. They can Mystique. They can Mystique Squirrel Girl. But they could Mystique Squirrel Girl. That does beat us.
I am Iron Man.
A cube TVA game. Holy.
Victory.
This is fine, man. Just trying. What kind of game is Tunic? It is an isometric, Zelda-inspired action adventure game. It's a lot of fun. 30's not old. Old is all perspective, dude. Age is all mindset. My girlfriend was so scared about turning 30. I literally just like always tell her, it's like, it literally doesn't matter how old you are. Would Quinjet be viable to cycle through the stones? Oh man, who's gonna tell him, chat? Who's gonna tell him? Ooh! Look at that, the Professor X lining up perfectly. I wouldn't even get to utilize Shuri's lab, you piece. Maybe just go Kazar, Iron Man, Spectrum. We could probably beat Shuri.
Opponent snapped.
Probably beat Shuri with Iron Man. $39 I have to beat?
I am Iron Man.
Chat, this literally gets to 38, bro. Hell? 11? Literally gets us to 38. So smart. Trigger's the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life. Trigger's just straight up the smartest person I've ever met. Trigger's the smartest person I've ever met in my whole life. Thank you, Trigger, for winning me that game. GG's. A lot of people ask me, what do I prefer? What do you prefer I watch on? Doesn't matter, man. As long as you're watching or here, I'm happy, dude. I'm a happy, happy boy if you're here and watching. Doesn't matter how you watch me, where you watch me. As long as you're watching me, I'm feeling really good. Yeah, I very rarely will be streaming on this day. This day being should we just fill? Let's almost fill and then Space Stone Patriot. Let's do this and then we can Space Stone a card away from here so we have space. Oh, free APOC Pog. Oh, I haven't played the Space Stone yet. Let's do this so they can't Apocalypse left. It does limit some of my options. I think that's fine. Oh, big Thanos Pog. It's clobber time! Am I right? What do you guys think of that? You like it? Look at my enormous Thanos, chat. How big he is. Thanos played? I mean, you can't necessarily call him played, right? I didn't really play him. Anyways. Wouldn't necessarily consider that a Thanos played. I can't foresee any situation where the opponent beats me, right? There gonna be a 20 power mid. They sure win for it though, and I kind of respect it. Roar! Unless this card is a bunch of power, I think we're fine. I don't think they knew that I played the Space Stone. Space Stone was really good. Saving that 2 energy for next game. You heard about this card? It's called Devil Dinosaur. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.